The most popular girls in school wanted to be my friends. She knew it was superficial to care about things like pick perfect rankings and popularity, but she couldn't help it. Plus, she needed to make friends at her new school, right? Might as well be the glam posse. They continued down the hall as all the students parted to let them pass. Delia had to admit, being popular again felt great. And this was even better than her old school. They strutted to class, and she and Harper arm in arm, with Charlotte and Ella close behind. Her phone kept pinging as more and more hearts poured onto her post. The selfie kept getting more popular. Everything was going better than ever. Wait, let's take a selfie, Harper squealed. Like, together, okay? Really? You want to take one with me? Delia said, stunned. Of course you do, Harper said with a wink. And if we tag each other, it will boost both our Pick Perfect rankings. It's like a win-win scenario. Before Delia could object, Harper whipped out her phone and cocked her head, posing with Delia. Click, click, click. She snapped a bunch of selfies. Delia posed, feeling glamorous with her new trendy friend in a high-fashion coat. Every selfie came out perfect. She couldn't believe how different today was from the day before. She had popular friends. She had a viral Pick Perfect selfie. She was fitting in at her new school. Even her mother seemed to like her new coat now and wasn't mad at her anymore. Could her life be any more perfect? But then she locked eyes with Grant, who was standing across the hallway. He just shook his head in dismay and turned away. Hey, wait! Delia called, rushing over to him, but he didn't stop. I thought you were different, he said with a frown when she caught up to him. But I barely recognize you. You're just like them. No, it's just nice to have friends again, she said. You don't know what it's like changing schools. I'm the same person you met that first day. Actually, I do know what that's like. You think Harper's your real friend? He replied, glancing over at the girls. Good luck with that. She's just using you. They all are. What do you mean? Delia said, but he didn't respond. He just slid his earbuds back in, turning up his beats, and headed for the class. Delia's stomach flipped, but then Harper whispered to her. Who cares about that loser? She said, glaring at Grant's back. He's a scholarship kid. Did you know that? Delia swallowed hard against the bad feeling in her stomach. Oh, right, she agreed. He's a loser. Who needs him, right? But what she was really thinking was, I'm a scholarship kid too. Had Harper forgotten? Suddenly her phone pinged, making Harper shriek in excitement. OMG! Look at all the hearts on our selfie! Wow, we're the two top-ranked accounts at Gilded Crest, Delia said. She couldn't believe her eyes, thinking to her new coat and selfie with Harper, or thanks to her new coat and selfie with Harper, her account had soared to the #1 slot. She was even ranked higher than Harper. All the hearts and new followers pouring into her phone made her whole body tingle with excitement. Look, we're almost Pick Perfect famous, Harper said, which is like better than normal famous. We're basically celebs at our school now. You mean like influencers? Delia said, meeting Harper's gaze. Exactly, Harper said, eyes wide. Stick with me and we can stay at the top. How does that sound? It sounds amazing, Delia said, as Harper led her to class. Without a doubt, this was already shaping up to be the best day of her life. She stroked the soft sleeve of her Corella coat, butterflies dancing in her stomach. She would do whatever it took to stay at the top with Harper. Sitting still and not checking her phone in class was impossible. Delia squirmed in her seat, twitching to check her Pick Perfect ranking and how many hearts her posts were getting. She couldn't pay attention to the teacher or focus on any of the lessons. Finally, she bolted out of her seat and grabbed the bathroom pass. She waited until she got into the bathroom to check her phone, which felt like an eternity. With sweaty palms and a racing heart, she unlocked her phone and opened Pick Perfect. Then she gasped in excitement at what she saw. More and more hearts had continued coming in, keeping her ranking at the top for their school, and all because of a coat. Delia admired her reflection in the mirror, stroking the soft fur. This was all thanks to the House of DeVille. The mysterious designer, if she was even a real person, was clearly some kind of genius. Her phone pinged again, a new alert flashing on it. She checked the message. Pick perfect tip. Keep posting new selfies to keep your ranking high. Oh no, she thought. She needed to snap a new selfie right away. She couldn't risk her ranking slipping, not now that she had the top slot at Gilded Crest. Just look at how fast her account had risen in the rankings. The truth was, it could fall just as fast, if not faster. She aimed her phone at her face, tilting her neck, putting her hand on her hip. Click! She snapped a selfie, but then out of the corner of her eye, she saw something dart past the mirror, as if it were inside the mirror itself. Delia paused. Her heart gave a little thump of warning. She glanced around the bathroom, but she was the only one in there. She must have been seeing things. She was about to hit post and upload her selfie when she saw it again. Her eyes tilted up to the mirror, and met her own reflection. Then the strangest thing happened. Her reflection grinned at her. Delia gasped because she was not smiling. She was sure of it. Her face was rigid. Fear shot through her like an electric current. Slowly she backed away from the mirror, but her reflection didn't move in sync with her. It stayed right where it was. What? This isn't... The mouth of her reflection didn't move as she spoke. It glared at her then. Then, as Delia stood frozen in silent terror, her reflection's lips did move. They mouthed one word. Thief. Delia fled from the bathroom, almost dropping her phone. Sweat beaded on her forehead. Once she was back in the hallway, she felt a bit calmer. She was seeing things. That was the only possible explanation. Her guilt over taking the coat was probably making her see things that weren't there. Her reflection couldn't move on its own. Maybe she should return the coat after all. She'd promised herself she'd take it back. But then she reached out and stroked the coat, feeling the weird possessiveness again. The soft faux fur caressed her fingers. She needed the coat to fit in at school and keep her new friends and pick-perfect ranking. She had to take at least a few more selfies in it. Plus, school picture day was on Monday. Another few days wouldn't make a difference, would it? She caught sight of herself in the glass of a framed award of some kind, and something came over her. Forget it, she whispered to herself almost fiercely. She wasn't sure where that feeling came from, but she kind of liked it. I'm keeping the coat. It's mine, and I deserve it. She couldn't let anything ruin the best day of her life. Right?